What is going on, everybody? It's Alex back with another video, and today I want to talk about GTA 6 because it's another day, it's another leak slash rumor that's coming out regarding the game. Now, if you guys have been staying up to date on my channel, literally just 2 or 3 days ago, there was a huge leak that came out claiming all of this information about GTA 6, and again, I told everyone to take everything with a grain of salt, but it had been a while since we had something, of that, caliber. But we didn't really have to wait too long this time because, like I said, just a few days later, we got a completely new one. So this one is coming from yet another Reddit post. It is from CurryLav1. As always, I will have a link to the full Reddit post in the description so you guys can check it out for yourself. But in this video, we're gonna go over everything that he's claiming and kind of discuss it a little bit. So he's claiming that he has a reliable source from Rockstar India. He starts off by saying the GTA 6 full capacity development started in the summer of 2018 when certain assignments were given to Rockstar India. Conceptual development started way back in late 2013, and initial development after the release of GTA 5 on PC started somewhere in June of 2015. And to be fair, all of this lines up pretty well. I mean, preliminary work on the game is probably going to start, as soon as the game is done. Once a game has been shipped and it's in a decent state, you don't need the entire team to be working on the game updates and things like that. They're going to give a small team, preliminary work to start on the next game. That's just how development works. Even if they're focusing 100% hardcore on the current game and updates and GTA Online and everything like that, they are definitely going to have some people that are working on other projects, and you can bet your bottom dollar that some people, probably a small team, but nonetheless, some people are going to be working on the next installment. So the fact that he's claiming that some people started working, the initial development started in late 2013, makes sense. And then also that they really started working on it in 2015 after the PC version released also, kind of makes sense. Those are pretty much the dates that I would have given if I had to guess when GTA 6 had started working, and I think I actually have talked about that in previous videos, but I mean, that's not really anything so crazy. Like I said, I've talked about it in other videos and I don't have any information, so there's no reason to believe that this guy has any information either. And also, just to clear things up, just in case this leak or rumor does end up being true and people start freaking out that he said that it just started getting worked on in 2018, he mentioned that full capacity development started in 2018, which would line up because usually a game like this is going to ramp up the capacity of how much they're working on it for years and years, and then the last 3-4 years is going to be when they're in full development and actually getting the stuff to Rockstar India, because Rockstar India is not the main studio that's actually working on the game. This is just something they're going to be tasked with specific projects. So by the time they would get anything, honestly, the game would be at least decently underway. And again, this could have some validity because all of these numbers do seem to kind of line up, but again, it really doesn't mean anything, so take everything you see in this leak with a grain of salt. So things get a little more interesting because he then goes on to say the GTA 6 codename is indeed Project Americas. Now, to catch you guys up, I'm sure everyone watching this video probably already knows all the drama behind Project Americas, but basically all of the initial leaks basically claimed that GTA 6 was being codenamed Project Americas for this, that, and the other, but basically it was going to take place in North America and a little bit in South America, hence the Project Americas. But what's interesting about that is the leak that I was referencing in the beginning of the video that came out just a few days ago was basically saying that all the leaks surrounding Project Americas and all that was complete crap and not true. So within a span of 2 or 3 days, we got 2 individual leaks that one of them is claiming that it is Project Americas, one of them is claiming that it's not. That is very clearly something that contradict itself, so both of them can't be correct. It's always interesting to me, when I post all of these leaks and rumors and stuff like that on my YouTube channel, all the comments that I get where people are like, no, you're wrong, this leak is wrong, this is what's happening, as if people have all the answers that nobody else does. People see a leak and just kind of run with it. So I need you guys to know all of this information is coming to you just for information. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not, but you really have to take everything with a grain of salt. And honestly, all of these Reddit leaks, I see nothing that makes them seem truly valid. So he notes that Rockstar India does not have a huge role in development. Rockstar North is the main player here. Again, all of this is public information, and we all know that. With GTA 6 being the biggest title that Rockstar Games has, it makes sense that they would kind of, task each of their individual studios with separate roles, but Rockstar North is obviously the biggest and they work on the biggest games, and obviously it's their main game. Rockstar North is going to be the main player. But as he mentions, Rockstar India is one of the smaller sections of Rockstar, and they're probably going to have certain teams that are tasked with certain things, whether that's just certain online features or different, like create a character, stuff like that the main guys Rockstar North doesn't want to work on. They would kind of just ship that off to Rockstar India and some of the smaller studios. He goes on to talk about the location, saying that the game will take place in Vice City, nearby swamps and cities, small islands, and bigger island that is far away from the main island. Now, it's important to note that we have had a lot of rumors claiming that we would end up going back to Vice City, so this is kind of claiming that he's agreeing with that we will end up going back to Vice City. Probably the biggest claim that he's making in all of this information is saying that the game is set in different eras and will feature dynamic building change over time. Also, pedestrians and everything else will change over time. I forget when the leak came out, but this is something that we have heard before. We've heard that the campaign would be progressing over 30 to 40 years, something of that sort, and then online would end up being a modern time game. Again, we have absolutely no idea if this is true or not, but let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments, because I believe this would be incredible. When it comes to online features and functionality, I think it just makes sense to have it as a modern time thing, but also so many people are looking for more of a historic game, in the 70s, 80s, things of this sort. Imagine Vice City in, really long ago and then working its way up to modern times. I think that would be awesome. So he makes a very blanket statement saying the map is bigger than GTA 5. I mean, I would imagine, but I guess it's important to note. He says that some missions will actually be in Liberty City, which is very nice considering a lot of people want to go back to Liberty City. But then he goes on to specify that it's actually only Middle Park. It will be linear, restricted like North Yankton and Guarma in Red Dead Redemption 2. So there's probably a single mission or something like that where you are in New York, otherwise known as in the GTA world, Liberty City, and it's not really going to be something that you're able to explore or really participate in. You're not going to be able to have a house or anything like that. It's probably just going to be a single mission, as he says, very linear and restricted. Apparently, weather system is the main focus of GTA 6. You can get hit by lightning, floods occur, hurricanes will occur as part of the story. This would be something that's very interesting and very exciting to see, but this was also one of the biggest leaks that we got for GTA 5, and that never really came to fruition. So it could be Rockstar just listening to those leaks and being like, hey, that's a good idea, let's put it in there. But I'm not really sure that it's something that's going to happen. And also, he's saying that it's a main focus in GTA 6. I don't really know what that means. I imagine a weather system wouldn't be the biggest selling point. He closes it off by saying that the story ending will be dependent on your decisions. And this is something that really shouldn't come as much of a surprise, especially after Red Dead Redemption 2. Not trying to spoil anything, but obviously that's kind of how it worked. I imagine it would work like that in GTA 6 as well. I think that's something that everybody would want. Everyone wants to make decisions and really have them impact the game. Building or burning relationships with people. I mean, that's really expensive and really time consuming to produce a game like that. But it's Rockstar we're talking about. They have billions of dollars to throw at the game. I think they're gonna make it pretty next level. Now, to reiterate, all of this information is coming from a guy that this guy knows who works for Rockstar India. So major red flag right there. But he closes it off by saying he is ready to leak even more info. What would you like to know? So this Reddit post hasn't actually gotten a whole lot of attention, so there's not a whole lot of conversation going down in the comments. There's a few things, but really nothing of note that's later, put down in the comments, so I'm not going to discuss anything. But once again, the full Reddit post, the link will be in the description, so make sure to check it out if you guys want to see any more information. But I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about this. I mean, once again, we have another leak, another rumor coming from Reddit about GTA 6. I gotta say, it's still exciting every time I see some kind of leak or rumor or anything like that, but I feel like these Reddit posts are just kind of getting redundant. I feel like people are just trying to get some attention at this point. Again, for all we know, this could be absolutely true, but I think it's really just people trying to get attention. I really see nothing in any of these leaks that have any validity that make me really believe it's necessarily true. I feel like if someone actually had information, they would try to throw something our way that's completely unique, completely something that would make us feel like, oh wow, why would he know that if he didn't actually have a source or he didn't actually work for Rockstar, something like that. And the people that are just saying, oh yeah, this is all the information about the game, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, I feel like they're just not really giving us anything to believe. Now, playing devil's advocate, if they really gave us something that would be, kind of prize territory, something like that, it would also create more risk for them, because these guys that actually do work for Rockstar and that actually would have this information are under very strict NDAs, and there's actually like really strict penalties if they're caught giving away this information. I mean, they would immediately lose their job, and then everything would be kind of screwed up. So, I mean, I get it, but I just really don't believe any of these leaks are necessarily true. But that does it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for the support. Peace out.
My motto wheel takes me all over the place, and wherever I go, I win minds and hearts. Don't need to climb stairs when I'm climbing these charts. Lilith, Roland, those other two dudes didn't come to my birthday party. Rude, but they all found time to go fight the warrior. Like this, me like some.